Hey Guru Nation, so thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Look, today I'm documenting Desiree, who's my new research assistant hire. We have plans to make her the CRC for my brand new site, Yuma Clinical Trials. Um, it's her first week. She's had exactly 1 week on the job, so we're going to document a whole bunch of things. Like, there's actually been a lot of activity, what's been happening. There's been SIVs, there's been pre-screenings, there's been screenings, there's been reschedules, there's almost been deviations. We caught them. There's been tons of regulatory creo training because we use eSource and eReg. So just gonna get her thoughts on 1 week into it, and we're also gonna look at some of the things that we've been doing. As a site owner, I haven't actually trained somebody one-on-one in a long time, like since my other site. So prior to this site, my other site, Breakthrough Clinical Trials, which is still ongoing, Chris Sauber did the day-to-day training. So it wasn't like the last time I actually trained someone like one-on-one was 2013. So it's been a long time. I think it was Amy Nguyen. Shout out to Amy Nguyen. She's working for a sponsor now. But yeah, so I'm just going to document a little bit. Maybe like you could be a fly on the wall for some of the trainings and get Desiree's thoughts and just see what it's like to train a CNA, or really anyone for that matter, from the ground up with no previous research experience, and how to have them sort of up to speed within 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. My realistic plan is 90 days. My comfort level will be a little bit better at 30 days. And I really think she could run a study on her own within 6 months. But let's see. Let's get her thoughts on it, and stay tuned. So I'm here with Desiree. Desiree, it's actually been a week, right? So what do you think so far about this week? Like the last week that you've been doing research. You came in knowing nothing about it. You probably know just enough to be confused now. But what do you think? The people want to know.
Well, there's never a dull moment. It's very interesting. There is a lot, but once you get like the basics down, I think that it's a lot of it's just detailed between each study. Like the little details change, but so far it's doable.
And you've been filing investigator site files. Are you getting more familiar with some of the documents?
Yes.
Okay. And later we're gonna pre-screen a patient that Dr. Smith actually referred Friday. Um, it's a good thing I stayed late Friday later, because I was gonna leave when you left, but then he gave me like that patient info. When I waited for him, remember I sent you the text of the DOA log.
Yeah.
I said no need to worry. So he gave me a referral. So
Okay.
good things happen when I just hang around here. But we're gonna do pre-screening, so we'll document that later. And right now we're gonna go to our other PI across the street and get some lab kits that came and get him to sign something.
Yes, a couple papers actually.
Do you remember what they are? Put it on the spot.
One of them's a site training and delegation log.
Boom. All right. Thank you, Desiree. Okay, Guru Nation. So this was unexpected, but I interviewed a CRC Academy graduate, one of the best students, actually, an international medical graduate. I interviewed him by Zoom. It's still up in the air. He may or may not want to relocate, but I've gotten so busy. I didn't expect, like, I didn't want to just hire Desiree and then all of a sudden have to hire somebody else. But it looks like that's what I'm gonna have to do, because I got 3 more studies in the pipeline, and 2 of them probably starting in the next few months. So I'm like starting to need, because I remember how long it took for me to find Desiree. I'm starting to need to look again. So this is like a serendipitous, like unprompted interview I did with Esteban, who's actually was a huge fan of Latinos in clinical research. And so shout out to that platform. Shout out to Monica. and you can just see a little bit. I asked him if we could record a little bit of what he had to say. So you discovered through Latinos in Clinical Research?
Yeah, about YouTube, the YouTube channel.
According to Monica, you're probably going to get hired really quickly by somebody.
I hope so.
And you're in Illinois. We actually have are you close to Chicago? We have a site, we have a client in Chicago that's looking.
Well, I am an hour from distance, an hour ago from Chicago. But if I can work,
we have a client who's always looking in that area for new staff. And then, I mean, I know it's a long shot, but if you guys decide you want to move to Arizona, we're going to be hiring soon too. And I want specifically like an IMG. I definitely want a physician, foreign trained physician, to be a coordinator.
When you find persons like them, you don't want only be just involved in a little bit. I think I want to be with the Latinos for any time that I can be with you guys. If I can become an ambassador later or in the time, count on me, man.
Wow. Okay.
I want to work as man as I can with the organization.
Absolutely, we will. And absolutely, we will. Whether you work with us here in Yuma or not, we could probably do work together through Latinos in Clinical Research. So I'm looking forward to it. And then, yeah, send me your CV, because if I know somebody in your area, I can send your CV their way. But also, by the off chance that you consider, probably around July or so, another move, let me know. Like if you can't find a job between now and then, but I think you probably will. But either way, we could work together through LICR, like through ambassadorships and things like that. We'd love to have you on board, actually.
Oh, thank you for your time. Believe me, it's changed my life, and it's changing I hope it changed my family lives too.
Alrighty, we are going to get signatures. Desiree's becoming a coordinator as we speak. She's got the notebook ready for our other PI to sign, and we're gonna go pick up a lab kits that came in and see if there's any documentation associated with that Desiree and I can figure out. I'll show her how to order more kits. You need access. One of the things that frustrates me the most about this industry is how many portals you need access for.
Yeah.
And you're already starting to learn that, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through those one by one and figure it out and document it for you guys that don't know, so you could learn too. We just received lab kits, which is really good. We ordered and we received, and Desiree's got the packing paper that comes with it, so you can put it in the investigative site file. And probably sometime this week, another box like this is gonna come for the shipping boxes that we ordered. So be on the lookout for those, Desiree. Well, now we wait for signatures. This is real study coordinator life. And actually, one of the benefits of our company in a smaller town is our imaging vendor, our x-ray vendor for another study, is in the same plaza. So while we wait, or maybe right after, because we don't want to miss the PI, we're gonna go talk to the x-ray vendor about what's taking so long to get us up and running. Welcome to CRC Life, Desiree. You have class tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So now, Guru Nation, Desiree is here pre-screening a patient. She actually asked a very good question. What did you ask? It's very good for a beginner.
Just looking at her records, how do we know when exactly she was diagnosed with this certain thing? Because in the inclusion criteria, you have to have at least 6 months of diagnosis. And in the medical records, it doesn't say the specific date. So I asked, how do you know if it's been at least 6 months?
See, Desiree, that's how I know you're going to be good. So we showed her how, basically just finding a record, older record with psoriasis. If that one didn't say it, we would have just kept going until we found one. Because they don't always put it if it's not the specialist. Here it's a family medicine. So good job, Desiree. We're going to follow up tomorrow, and then Thursday, hopefully, we screen this person.